All right. What is
Patch
up?
notes just dropped.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The second we went live? Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. All right. What up, folks? Welcome back to the Darkest Hour, a little dark and darker podcast. There's only two of us today because Donnie is asleep. I can only assume that Donnie's asleep over in Texas.
Oh, he's knocked out.
Yeah, he was adamant about showing up to be in the podcast and to play.
Adamant.
But he's passed. I must
like
assume he's
Misril.
passed out. Oh. I just got to say, you look wonderful, sir.
Oh, thank you.
Did you? Where'd you get the hat? A Cabela's?
I got it for like $11 on Amazon.
It
and
looks
it looks
amazing.
about like an $11 hat. So.
Can you please stand up so we can see you in all your wizard glory?
Oh, you want me to, bro? Stand up.
Oh,
First
dude.
time I've been stand up checked.
Look at that hot belt. Wow, you look amazing.
Thank you.
I can't believe you actually did it. This crazy son of a bitch did it. He cosplayed.
I was pretty much, I was going to wear it and then I changed my mind and then Chad bullied me. So.
I like it. I think it looks great. Well, folks, the time has come. Well, it's almost come. We are an hour and 17 minutes out from playtest 4.
Oh, yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm fucking ready.
Did you sleep?
Yeah, I slept for 5 hours. I'm set.
That is a terrible amount of time to sleep, but I also slept for 5 hours, so I also feel great. Yeah. Would have been nice to get 8, but that's okay.
We'll settle.
You said the patch notes dropped, which is awesome. There's been a couple of interviews that went down in the past few days, which is great, with the CEO of Iron Mace. A couple of things that are important to cover right off the bat. No Bard this playtest. Are you sad?
Thank God.
Why thank God? Do you hate
We'd
bards?
be jamming out too much in the dungeon.
I think that'd be great. Especially for solo dungeon. Just imagine a bard just strolling around the solo dungeon, just strumming a lute, getting his ass kicked. Or if you could strike someone with a lute, that'd be pretty cool. Or with a flute.
Mate, what if he just like walks into a fight, amps everyone up like from Mad Max, you know? They got the guy.
That's why bards are sick.
In.
Yeah, that's why bards are awesome. I have mad respect for a good bard. The next cool thing is in-game voice is confirmed. In-game voice chat. As streamers, in-game voice chat can be very fun and the worst thing ever.
Yep.
There's a lot of racist kids out there, let me tell you. It's a scary world whenever in-game voice chat's on. I personally like it. I want to make a rogue for solo dungeon. And I want to do my Smeagol voice. And I want to take the ring. I want to take the precious from people. And I want to take their shit. And I want to stab them. That's going to be fun. I'm going to do some Smeagol shit. Wouldn't you be scared of that? Wouldn't you be scared of that?
And yes, I'd be terrified.
Smeagol? I don't know. It's just a sweet, precious voice. Yes.
What else is going on? I already said solo dungeon confirmed. How do you feel about that? Solo dungeons. The community was essentially begging for it in the subreddit. A lot of people were asking about it. In the Discord, I guess the devs have been sort of toying with it for a while, thinking about it. It's not solo queue, it's a solo dungeon, and I think it's important to stress that. There is a specific dungeon that will be different than what we've seen just for solo queuers, and I think that's cool. And then, of course, you can still get on that character that goes into the solo dungeon and still join the normal dungeon as well with the team, which is great. Were you one of the folks that was pro solo dungeon, solo queue? As a solo player, especially. Yeah,
I'm not.
Why?
I don't really So I don't know. It just doesn't really feel necessary, but I understand it because like most of the game is solo. And you know they're testing it, so playtest. I have no problem with it personally, but if it comes out permanently, it'll probably be much later. I would imagine.
Yeah, I'm in kind of both camps. A lot of people say it will split the player base, maybe to a minor degree. I think it will be fun sometimes to join the solo dungeon. Overall, I think just queuing up in the normal dungeon as a solo and risking going up against a duo or a trio was fine. I saw a lot of people in the Dark and Darker subreddit. The nicest, kindest, sweetest group of people ever, though, on Reddit, by the way. I don't know if you agree.
Really?
It's a very warm and welcoming place, that subreddit.
I haven't really used the Reddit in a while since like playtest 1.
Don't go back. Don't do it.
Don't go back.
It's like strolling into Mordor, dude. Don't do it.
Yeah.
It's rough in there. Anyway, I can't remember what my point was. I was going to say something about the people in the subreddit asking for something. What was I going to say? I can't remember. It'll come back to me. With the solo dungeon, the cave troll that we saw last week is only going to be in the solo dungeon. I think that kind of sucks.
It would have been nice to kill with a squad, but
Yeah.
imagine the chaos. It's just gonna like 1v6, 6 different solos. You know what I mean?
I mean,
They're all gonna be
yeah.
fighting to the death in there, and he's just gonna hit you with the cleave.
It's going to be a mini raid boss, and then as soon as that thing dies, it's going to be a fucking chaotic battle royale. And the last man standing, he's just going to scoop everything up, which I think is kind of hilarious.
That's how I would do it.
Oh yeah,
True play.
absolutely. You have to collaborate a little bit and then backstab everybody, right? But yeah, it's just an experiment, right, with this solo dungeon. I think it's cool. I prefer the normal dungeon, but I definitely want to try out the solo dungeon and explore and try to fight the cave troll. They did say that epics are the highest quality item that can drop, except for the cave troll's 1% chance of a legendary drop. I like that. I think that's actually smart and good.
I think that's fine. 1 in 100, you know, we'll take that.
Yeah. I think epics are very, very common in High Roller, right? Like that's pretty much every other. It's like blues and purples nonstop in High Rollers, right? So
Not so much purples, but I get them quite often.
yeah. I think epics is the highest quality is probably a smart move. Probably a smart move.
Right.
And then
just farm a bunch of good stuff.
Exactly. Do you remember when we talked about the sorcerer and the wizard and how they were different? They did confirm that essentially the explainer that I gave, I think last podcast episode, when I said the wizard is the studious guy that read a lot of books and has a wide array of spells. And that's you, right? You're a studious guy that reads a lot of books and studies magic. You look like the type.
I was studying all morning, man.
I could tell. You look a little sweaty. Yeah. It looks like it's hot in those robes. And then the sorcerer, on the other hand, he said they're more powerful than the wizard, but they have less access to a utility and wide array of spells. And that makes sense. You can tell that they're really sticking to the Dungeons and Dragons sort of lore and mindset, which I really like. It was cool to hear him confirm that. Because the patch notes just dropped, I think we should probably go over them. Yeah, why don't we? I think this is going to be a little broken. We won't be able to have the cams on because our 3 box is broken. That's okay though. The 3 box on the bottom will be broken because Donnie's not here, but it's not that big of a deal. We don't really need a camera for this. So patch notes, let's see if the wiki is updated. It's not. Can you link it to me, sir? The patch notes?
The patch, they're just in the announcements channel. Hold on, how do I link? Bang, bang, bang. That's how it works.
Okay.
New gathering hall system. I think they're actually
Okay.
gonna have like a whole different room. That would be nuts.
Let me see here. Why don't you read them off? I'll keep the cam on and you can go over them.
Oh man, I don't know
Bees
how
are
to
there.
read.
You're a
New
wizard.
gathering hall system. New gathering hall. It sounds like you're just a little mini tower. What did I say? I'm too good at guessing this stuff. That's what I was guessing it would be. Actual gathering hall. I assume it's like in person, like group finder stuff. But you can hang out and like look at people, see their gear. New karma system. We already knew that though.
So you'll be able to run around in your character in the gathering hall and like see other folks. Is that what it is?
That's how I envisioned it. So
Imagine
that's what it sounds
in-game
like.
chat on in that place. It is just going to be
Oh.
40 fucking voices screaming over each other.
It's
Oh,
gonna be a
actually,
shit
kind of like
show.
an actual tavern. So that's kind of nice.
Oh my. Goblin caves. Actually, new NPCs, huh?
Okay, Goblin
Hopefully.
Caves.
That's for the solo specific. Is what it sounds like.
Interesting. Okay, I like that. What else we got?
New trading channel, quality of life, or new report system. That's cool. New cosmetics. Look at this one. New weapon, short sword and quarterstaff. What is a quarterstaff, Soma?
Ooh. A quarter
I
staff.
don't know the difference.
A quarterstaff is a two-hand or one-handed weapon. It's a blunt melee weapon, typically made out of very hard wood, and you'll typically see like a monk use a quarterstaff, and
Gotcha.
they're pretty cool weapons. They're pretty badass. They have some decent reach to them, and I
Can you
think they're
cast
pretty
a spell
cool.
with them?
No, they're melee weapons. They're to fuck
Ah.
someone up. Just a stick you beat someone to death with.
Interesting.
So that's actually
Hopefully
and
it's super
short swords are also monk weapons. Monks can use those swords. They can use quarterstaffs. They can use unarmed. They can use their feet. What else does a monk use? Nunchucks.
This must be for the rogue. We were told new rogue weapon, but not specifically so what.
Short sword is a pretty good weapon. I'm assuming it will be for the rogue and the fighter for this playtest.
Gotcha.
And then quarterstaff. I don't know who the quarterstaff is for. That's interesting. I don't know who's going to be
I don't
using
know.
that.
Does a wizard use it? It sounds a little odd.
You
if it's a
could,
melee
you can
weapon.
use it. Yeah, it's a melee weapon. I don't think you can typically. I mean, thinking D&D, I don't think it can be used to cast spells. I don't think. I mean, a sorcerer. I've seen a sorcerer in a D&D campaign that I played in use a quarterstaff as a melee weapon, but they didn't cast spells from it.
Another thing, I hit on the nail, dude. New cleric spell, Sanctuary. Do you know what Sanctuary is? You got any thoughts? I got no clue.
No, what is it? You don't know?
I don't know. Nope. They don't have a description for it.
Sanctuary. What if it is
damage reduction AoE? That's my guess.
Or I think Sanctuary is a Dungeons and Dragons spell that keeps you
Got
from
one in
being
chat
hit by the
saying-
undead.
Yeah, prevents you from getting attacked.
Yeah, exactly.
Cleric. Good
Let's
one.
see here. Let's see. You ward a creature within range against attack until the spell ends. Any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving. Okay, there's no saving throws. But essentially, yes, it wards against attack. Nice. Okay.
Interesting.
I
So you
like
can
that.
gang up with the race and Skelly champions. Imagine.
I like that. Yeah, you could probably, I can see a cleric and like a barbarian or something teaming up. The cleric casts Sanctuary on the barbarian. Barbarian wades into a room. There's a bunch of skellies and mummies, and they can't hit him as he runs past them to go, I don't know, hack up the ranger that's on the other side of the group or something like that. I could see some cool use for that. Okay.
Some unique weapons will be greatly improved. You got that one. New armors for the head slot.
Okay, you said unique weapons will be greatly improved. Did you see any unique weapons last playtest?
Not a single one. I saw one unique, and it was like the worst stat rolled fighter piece I've ever seen.
Really? See,
Yeah,
that sucks.
It had like knowledge and spell damage on it for a fighter gear. It was terrible.
That sucks. I think unique should have set stats and probably some sort of unique passive ability attached to it, right? Like I'm thinking unique items in Diablo 2. or Diablo 3. You find
Never
a
played it.
never played D2.
Never played any Diablos.
Are you gonna play Diablo 4?
I was thinking about it. People were saying it might be ass though. Not
Who
sure.
are these people? It's not even out yet. Fuck chat. Don't ever listen to chat. I mean,
Noted.
look, Activision Blizzard are a bunch of ass wipes these days, right? I mean, the company has gone full chaotic evil, unfortunately. But that doesn't mean they might not push out a decent game. And what I've seen of Diablo 4 so far is it looks pretty okay. It looks fun. I don't
The
think
trailer
that.
looked crazy.
Oh yeah, with Lilith and whenever the
What's
armies
the
are
name,
marching
Tyrael?
in. That wasn't Tyrael. It's another angel. I can't remember which
Oh,
angel it was, but that's not Tyrael. It's another one. I'm not
Gotcha.
brushed up in my lore. But yeah, I don't think there's going to be the same sort of monetization methods that you're seeing in Diablo Immortal, in Diablo 4. I think that's what most people are worried about. It's not going to be D4 is not going to be pay to win. I'm just going to say it right now. That's my guess. If I'm wrong, I'll eat a sock. I don't know, but I don't think it's going to be pay to win at all. Unlike
That's a
shitty
good
ass
starting
Diablo
point.
Immortal. Yeah, exactly. But anyway, I would like to see unique and or legendary items in Dark and Darker have some sort of unique property, right? It only makes sense. Like
I don't see why not.
like a sword. Like if you find a unique short sword, for instance, what if it permanently has Ignite on it? It's just a flaming sword or something like that.
Oh shit.
Like shit like that. That'd be cool, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think that'd be awesome.
Give me Thunder Fury. That's all I want in this game. I'll go melee main instantly if they had Thunder Fury.
Thunder Fury
Yeah.
does slap. It was
We got
always
new
a
ore
fun.
and craft items. I called that one. I said they have to put new ores in too.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. And didn't they say in one of the interviews that crafting requirements are going to be cut in half? Something like that.
Yeah.
I
At
think
least for
that's
the
good
Ruby
news.
Silver.
I think that's good news.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
Goblin Merchant now sells mysterious wares. I wonder what that is because they used to only sell rings and necklaces, but mysterious wares.
Mysterious wares. What is
Wizard wand. It's coming.
going on with my bit rate? Shit.
Bundled items to the merchants. That's good. Like quantity buying.
That's good. Little quality of life change. That's great. I just fixed my
Oh,
bit
they
rate.
moved.
There we go.
Okay. They moved the spawns from the edge to the interior of the map. I feel like
Really?
that changes a lot. Yeah.
Interesting. So, how does that change things for you? Do you think that people will get into scuffles a lot faster? You're going to see a lot of
Oh, that
player
means-
combat way faster?
That's a spawn rush buff right there.
Yeah,
ever
that's
heard one.
actually kind of insane. Do you think that's a good idea?
It kind of kills like the natural map flow, but we'll see. It'll just make a new map flow.
As we know it. Exactly.
Yeah.
As we
Yeah.
know it.
Because games like this, you're supposed to start on the edge, and work your way in, and then back out ideally. But that's
Yeah,
not-
I liked starting on the edge and moving inwards, but we'll see how it goes.
Yo,
we're
check this
an
one.
hour
Light
out.
orb. Light orb removes rogue stealth. Doesn't remove wizard stealth. Look at that.
Damn,
man.
that's actually sick. That's cool.
Looks
I
like
like that a
Invis
lot.
wasn't OP enough.
That is actually
shit, what-
awesome.
Damn it.
I like that.
Webcam wasn't on. Clerics got their 1 agility. We knew that. Rebalance wizard starting stats. So I guess like -3 will, +3 knowledge, but I guess we'll see
Okay,
on
okay.
base stats. What is another thing I called? It's crazy. I'm just so in tune.
Do you work
Damage,
for Iron Mace?
projectile damage fall off. I might be an intern in the background. Projectile damage fall off or damage slightly decreases based on distance. What? It's like they watch. I swear. They're keeping tabs.
They do
I've been
watch.
preaching that for 3 playtests, and here it is.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, my
Okay.
Bitrate's fucked up. I don't know what's going on. What is going on? There we go. I don't think there's any issues with my stream.
I don't have it up, unfortunately.
I'll just ask my chat.
The Rapier damage slightly nerfed yet again. Look at that. Doubling down. Rapier 2 OP.
All right. Apparently everything's fine. Cool.
Oh.
Sorry. Rewind a little bit. Go back to
Yep.
the damage drop off.
Yeah, projectile damage drop off. Less damage over range.
Does it say any percents or anything like that?
No, it doesn't. Doesn't say anything. It says currently the effect is very small though.
Interesting. I wonder if that will affect the longbow boys at all. Probably a little bit. What else we got?
Oh, no, I read it wrong. Rapier damage slightly buffed. I thought it said nerfed. Whoops. Rapier got buffed. Okay.
I never used a rapier once. Are they good?
I mean, they have like range, right? They're probably like 2-3x the range of a dagger, so that's like the biggest appeal.
How fast are they? I mean, they should be fast, knowing
They're
Dungeons
fairly
and Dragons. Okay.
Fairly fast.
What's the dagger that has the downward strike, downward
I
stab?
think it's the Chris.
God damn, that's the best.
Or no, actually it's Stiletto. Stiletto, my bad.
Stiletto, that's right. That's my favorite rogue weapon. That is so satisfying to use. Stabbing someone in the top of the head is
Yeah, it
feels good. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
Lightfoot boots, Regal, Cambison, and Templar are a little slower. Wow.
Interesting. Okay.
Lightfoots are always kind of OP.
Okay.
Plate armor improved to give more bonuses. I mean, thank God. That stuff was kind of weak for how slow it makes you.
Are they going to buff armor rating on it or just put new stats and bonuses? Does it say?
Probably armor and magic resistance would be my guess.
Interesting. Okay. It definitely needs magic resistance. That's one of the banes of fighter. They just get absolutely destroyed by wizards.
I mean, it makes sense. Like, if you're wearing full plate armor and you get hit by some lightning, you should die, you know?
Yeah, that's
you
true.
Should die.
One of my my favorite spells that bards actually can use is heat metal, where some armored tank boy strolls in with his metal armor, and the bard just casts a spell where he just heats up the armor and it starts to boil and bake the dude wearing the armor alive. It's pretty awesome. I bet you bards will have that actually.
Damage.
I bet you bards will have
Think
that.
So?
Yeah, heat metal. Yeah, they'll be able to counter people wearing heavy armor. I think that'd be sick.
Not bad. Good idea. I like this one. The Pavis can be knocked down by an attack, dude. I gotta stop saying it, but I called every single one of these. It's crazy. I don't understand. It's just so literally 1-for-1.
This man gets it. This man knows. I mean, we all know you work at Iron Mace. That's how you're so good at Wizard. You get extra play time and extra practice time.
Yeah. I don't know how to do the coding, but I put the suggestions in the little drop box, you know.
You're a QA tester,
Next
dude.
to,
You're
next
a
to
play
the water
tester.
fountain.
Yeah.
Internal tests are confirmed.
All right, what else
they
we got?
buffed less frequently used perks and skills. Okay, I like that.
I really like that. Does it say what has changed or no?
Doesn't say what, unfortunately.
Damn it. Let's see here.
Make campfires last longer, but the recovery effects per tick has been reduced. So you need to sit at a campfire longer.
That's not bad. Okay.
I mean, that's kind of whatever.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay. What else?
One I missed, attack animation improved. For War Maul, Double Axe, Battle Axe, and weapon attack animations now do more varying amounts of damage. Just like two-handed buff is what it sounds like.
Okay, I like that. The War Maul was such dog shit. I felt like we were swinging underwater. I know we covered that last week, but it needed something. Clerics that wanted to do big two-hand damage, they pretty much got robbed. We'll see if the change is good. Okay. What else we got?
That's pretty much it. New Valentine NPC, but we kind of assumed that one was coming. candy hearts, would be like the currency thing.
That is adorable.
I think. Yeah. Little
That is-
baby Cupid vendor. It's got to
that-
be, right?
That is adorable. Okay. So, going back to solo dungeons, are you
Yep.
just going to go right into normal, or are you going to try to slap fools in solo dungeon?
I think I'll do my first game. I'll do in the new solo queue just to try it.
Yeah. I mean, you're
But
trying to get
somehow
to the
it's,
top
super
of the you're trying to get to the top of the kill leaderboard, so you almost need normal dungeons to wade through more people, right?
Well, you don't get the kills from normal, so I need to like mad farm gear and loot. Kind of in the beginning.
Oh, it's only high roller, huh?
Yeah, only high roller. Counts for the leaderboard.
Oh, interesting. I forgot about that. That's a
But,
good point.
Gold farm real quick.
Yeah,
Some
I'm
base
sure.
stuff,
I'm
so.
sure you'll do just fine. So, what do you expect from? I think the CEO of Iron Mace mentioned something about some sort of wizard nerf or spell nerf.
He did. I added Terrence in the Discord. He was answering like people's questions like a couple days, 2 days ago. I said, how much is Wizard getting nerfed on a scale from 1 to 10? He said 3 or 4, but those patch notes don't look like a 3 or 4. They look like buffs.
All right, go over the wizard changes again, or spell changes again. Let's break this down.
They changed the base stats and they buffed Light Orb. So I don't know where the nerfs are.
I still think.
Yeah, spells and perks can still be changed, so I guess maybe. Like they didn't mention magic missiles went from 6 to 5 cast, so maybe they reduced some spell charges or kind of reworked some things.
I do like that light orb change. I think that's cool. Do you think people are gonna run light orb though? I don't think many people will.
Hell no. You kidding me? You just gotta wait. How long does hide last? Like 20 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that? It's not even that bad.
Yeah. Interesting.
You just wait for it to fall off.
So I think because we have, let's see, 51 minutes to go and about 30 minutes left in this podcast, because there's just two of us, I was thinking we could just do an extended chat Q&A
Sure.
tonight. How do you feel about that?
That sounds good.
Okay. Let us open it up to the chat. If you guys have any comments, questions, thoughts on the playtest, bitches, gripes, complaints, wishes, wants, lay it on us. What do you guys got?
I'm asking.
All right. Pull up your chat too so I can read.
I got nothing yet.
Okay. That's all right.
We got nothing.
No problem.
How do I feel about the bounty on my head? I welcome it. That's all I got for it.
Do you think people are going to be JayGriffYuh hunting?
Probably. I'm not covering my map too, so they can. If I get stream sniped, go for it.
Honestly, it'd probably just help you, especially in high rollers. It'll just help you farm more kills, right?
Yeah, that's kind of my thing. It's like it just brings people to me.
Okay. What time zone are we playing in? PST.
Yeah, Pacific.
Take Homie says, what's your favorite pizza topping?
Oh, I'm basic, dude. Pepperoni. Actually, I got a good one that people might not like. It's jalapeno, pineapple, pepperoni pizzas. That shit slaps. It's like S tier in my opinion.
That with bacon on it as well is my favorite pizza. It's meaty, sweety, heaty.
Okay, dude.
It's delicious. Dude, it's the best. You get heat, you get sweet, you get meat. It's the best. I'm 100% with you. But light pineapple.
I do like him.
And without the jalapenos or the meat, no pineapple. That's just me.
Yeah, I can skip on pineapple most of the time.
Yeah. But yeah, I respect that pizza choice. Good for you. I respect it. All right, let's see here. Do you think Light Orb will push more rogues into double debuff, dropping hide? No.
Like rupture weak point? Yeah, I don't think so. I bet the light orb pick rate increases 50%, and it was already like 1%. So. Okay. It's fun to meme around with, but I ain't using light orb until they add the Counter-Strike flash to it, personally.
It's actually a pretty good idea. Let's see here. What else we got? What is the difference between hide and invis? Well, invisibility is a spell, and it gives you a speed buff, which I think is a mistake. And it only lasts 4 seconds, whereas hide is a rogue ability that you can cast, and then you just stay in place unless you have a perk that allows you to move up to 10 steps. And it's not necessarily invisibility, it's just a rogue's stealthy ability. It's not a spell per se. And then, yes, you can also, of course, go invisible from potions as well. I think rogues should always have some invisibility pots, just in case. Let's see here. What do you think about invisible pot on rogue as it's not revealed by light orb? Yeah, like we just said, invisibility is a spell. Hide is not. It's just an ability. So it kind of makes sense that a light orb would reveal a rogue's hide.
Plus, there's the ambush tech. If you chug an invis pot, it procs your ambush. 50% damage for 3 seconds. Next hit.
Yep.
Works the same. So.
What are
What are your personal hopes for next class added after Bard? I think we'll get Druid. Bear cat form, Boomkin Druid. That's what
bear cat form. Man, bear, pig, half man, half pig, half bear. I want Sorcerer, dude. As soon as Sorcerer drops, I'm going all in on that class. Even if I suck at it, I'm just gonna keep throwing myself against the spike trap until I figure it out. Sorcerer is my favorite D&D class, and I think they should be pretty fun. So Sorcerer for me. Necromancer is cool. Necromancer is a school of magic. Necromancy is a school of magic for wizards. I don't know if Necromancer itself would be a class. Maybe there'd be necromancy spells that the wizard could use one day.
How different is a warlock and a necromancer? Because in WoW, they're like all the same. Like
very different. So a necromancer is typically a wizard that has studied necromancy magic, raising the dead and controlling the dead. A warlock has essentially sold his soul or created a pact with some powerful being, like a god or a demon or fucking Cthulhu or something like that, right? And they're like, hey, I will be your vessel. Here's my soul. I will pledge myself into your bidding, and in return, I'm going to have cool magical powers, and I'll be able to see in the fucking dark or whatever. Shoot, Eldritch Blast force energy out of my fingers, whatever. So Warlock has essentially enslaved himself to something.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then
a
sorcerer.
It was like a Warlock subclass. But
no.
Like a wizard one.
Yeah, wizard. The difference between a sorc and a wizard is the sorcerer is just an innately magical person. They, from birth or puberty or whatever the fuck, they just know magic naturally. And they have less access to spells. Like a wizard has access to pretty much every spell because they study magic, right? Whereas the sorcerer, maybe they just know how to sling lightning out of their fingers and fly and charm someone. And those are the only spells they know innately, but they're very powerful with those very few things that they know.
Nice.
Yeah. Man, I'm a fucking nerd, Jay.
Just a little bit.
I've been playing D&D since high school, man. I love that shit. I would smoke weed or like take a little acid and play D&D, and you believe you're a fucking elf. Hey, when you're tripping a little bit, you think you're an elf.
Oh man,
it was great.
Full immersed, huh?
Full immersion, brother.
Right, noted. Because I'm the worst RPer. When it comes to me, I'm like, let me just roll my dice. I speed run to the dice roll. Try and cut out everything in between.
All right, keep the questions coming, folks. What else we got? Summoner is not a D&D class, no.
Gotcha.
here. The classes are Barbarian, Bard, Cleric, Druid, Fighter, Monk, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, Wizard, Artificer. Those are the classes. And then there's obviously subclasses.
Right.
Yep. Yes,
How would
sir.
Artificer work? Do you think they would have like the little turret shit?
I don't know how Artificer is going to work in this game, dude. What they can do is they are intelligence based, so they can put life into like a machine, or they can use heavy armor and some pretty decent spells like shields and stuff like that. But I personally don't think they're that great. I don't know how the hell they would factor into this game. Yeah, they can do like power armor and stuff like that, which is true. You can essentially play out like an Iron Man fantasy, which is kind of hilarious. Like magical,
Right, that's how it was
magical
explained
armor.
to me.
Yeah, they're
That was my
okay.
first class, and it was terrible because I didn't know how to build it. So I had like no spells to use in combat. They're all secondary spells or secondary action or whatever.
Bonus actions.
Yeah. And the turret ability thing is bonus action as well.
Yeah,
Right?
I think the turret is like a companion almost that has its own turn, right? Or something like that. Or is that your summon or whatever?
Remember.
I can't remember either.
I played
I've-
it for like an hour.
Yeah, I've never seen them really be played. I personally don't think they're that great.
That's what I'm drinking.
What is that?
The Ghost Energy drink.
Ghost
My friend
energy.
said they're super good. Got me shaking a little bit. It's kind of hitting.
Don't burn yourself out before the fucking game even starts. Holy shit, you're gonna crash at fucking 4:45.
Oh, man. I got some backup Red Bulls.
There you go.
I need another rejuicer.
I have some black tea, some black coffee, and some water, and a couple of Dr. Peppers.
There, oh,
I never
Good
drink
idea.
soda, but they make me break out in fat. But
200 milligrams of caffeine. Oh yeah, I slammed this drink in like the last hour.
yeah, you'll be shaking a bit. Yes, we play on the West Coast servers. What else you guys got? Bring the questions on, please. Keep them coming. I don't know why. It says my bit rate is fucked for some reason. It
Probably
says
Twitch shouldn't know.
average stream bit rate too high. Oh, my bit rate's too high. That's what it's saying. I have it set to... What's the max bit rate for Twitch now? Is it 7? 7K?
8,000, but they recommend 6.
Ugh.
Well, you're a
Keep-
partner, right? So it doesn't matter. I think you should just run.
I'm just
slam
going
the
to
8 or
keep it
whatever.
at 8. I don't know why it says unstable. That's weird.
What's your worst nightmare in Dark and Darker? Walking into a room with the torches turned off before I realized that the torches are turned off. That's my biggest nightmare.
Biggest nightmare for me is an inventory filled with awesome stuff, an amazing loadout, 30 seconds left in the lobby, and there's no more blue portals. That's the worst. Only
No
channel.
heals, red portal only.
Red portal only,
Spawn
dude.
in the Minotaur room.
Exactly. That's the worst.
Over.
Fuck. How well tuned do we think the troll will be? I'm thinking it will be too hard and they have to tune it down. I think
hope
that's
it's OP.
yeah, I think that's probably a good guess, Grand Moff. I think that it will be pretty goddamn hard. I think players will likely use in-game chat to convince other players to help them kill the troll. And then as soon as that troll is dead, everyone will troll each other and it will be a bloodbath. And there will be one individual left standing to take all the gear.
I don't see the kill feed with the cave trolls name in it about at least 6 times. I'm gonna be sad. You know.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a strong boy. I think he will likely be cheesable, though. I think a ranger standing up
I
on a
hope
fucking
not.
rock just shooting the cave troll in the head is going to suck. I think the cave troll if it has a ranged attack, like throwing a boulder or something at people trying to cheese it, that would be so fucking awesome. We'll see if that
I
actually
hope they
happens.
have no cheese in the cave troll room. They don't have it for the Lich or the Ghost, so.
Let's be honest,
only
dude.
praying.
Let's be honest. There's potential for some cheese. I saw
Yeah.
a YouTube video, I can't remember who it was, of what's the boss that like kind of floats that has like the ghost boss?
Ghost King?
Ghost King. They cheesed the Ghost King somehow. They were like manipulating doors and trapping him in the door and then closing the door and continuously hitting him.
Weird.
Yeah, it was interesting. Anyway, yes, there is some cheesy tactics in the game. Like you can, as a ranger or a ranged class, you can stand up on something and just pelt something with arrows as it stands below you. Or even with a decently long melee weapon, you can stand up on a sarcophagus or something or a big rock and beat something in the head and it can't hit you back. I mean, it's part of the game. Kind of sucks, but if I can cheese something, I will. If you can cheese something, will you? Probably, right? You'd rather defeat the thing and take the loot than have honor and face the fucking 0 and 1 NPC head to head, right? I mean, fuck that. Cheese it up.
Only people who complain about cheese are the ones who don't do it. You know, you're not wrong. I complain about cheese and I try to avoid it.
I try to avoid it, but if I can use it, I'd rather cheese than die. That's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
me.
It comes down to it, you know.
Yeah. I'd rather cheese than die. Let's see here. What else you guys got? Keep the questions coming, folks. What else you got? I'm sure there's some... Oh, do you have any questions from last week's episode where we...
I think I closed the notepad.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's all right. What else you got, folks? Got another, 15 minutes or so. Let's see here. So, Jay, whenever you are bored of solos, what's the comp that you want to roll into high rollers with?
Actually play, probably Wizard Ranger Cleric, if I had to.
Wizard Ranger Cleric. Why no Barbarian? You're wrong. Why no Barbarian?
I don't want to be a support class. Come on. I'm trying to be the frontline wizard.
I feel that.
But you know, I think we're starting with Wizard Cleric Barb in an hour, or 20, 40, 35 minutes.
Are you starting right off the bat with group play?
Yes. I'm gonna do one solo game though, just to try it.
Nice.
Solo queue match.
Awesome. So, in case folks don't realize it, for this playtest, it was recommended that you uninstall the last demo build and reinstall the game with the... Let's see here. Go to the page. Yeah, so the demo button's going to pop up on the Steam page, and it's recommended that you just re-download the game from the Dark and Darker Steam page.
Yep.
Once the button appears. It has not appeared yet, but I'm assuming it will, I don't know, in the next 20 minutes or so. Give people a chance to install it before the servers go online.
Doubt it.
No, I don't think so.
See, no, they haven't done it before.
Oh, you think the demo button will appear at 4 on the dot?
At 4. Yeah, actually, they're usually like 1 to 3 minutes late, so it'll be like 401, 402 or something before you can actually do it.
Got it. Okay, good to know. Okay.
Think there'll be server issues on launch? I don't doubt it. I bet there'll at least be a little scuffy.
Isn't that every game? Like, I don't think there's been a game launch in recent memory that went smooth.
Right.
Kind of sucks.
I mean, it's bound to happen. I mean, 100,000 people connect.
Right. Right. Let's see here. Do you have a fiber connection? What kind of internet are you rocking?
I have a gig down. I don't know if that's fiber.
It's strong, I'll tell you that. It's powerful.
Yeah.
Befitting of a wizard.
Casting the internet speed ups, Bo.
Okay. Let's see here. We got 33 minutes to go. So who has been your favorite content creator, dark and darker content creator to watch as we wait?
Probably, I want to say the best one is probably Spud Hunter.
I haven't seen any of his videos. I haven't seen any of his videos, but I have watched. Well, the only videos that I've seen of Spud Hunter are his daily day countdown videos.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, they're pretty funny, but I haven't actually watched any of his gameplay videos. Is he a good player?
Yeah, he's good. He's a solo ranger, so plays in high roller.
Ah, solo ranger. I would say my favorite is K-Balls. I see RKB high roll in there. He said K-Balls. K-Balls is great. He has some like meme shit in his videos, but he doesn't overdo it. I think some people vastly overdo the memeage in some of these videos. Like every single kill is like a fart noise or a fucking, kid crying or something. It's too much. I think he has a good balance of it.
The reoccurring theme is like they're in a 3-stack and they push a solo in their spawn and they throw in the Russ headshot sound and they kill him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a lot of people are just copy pasting the same memes and shit, which kind of sucks. Let's see. General Kenobi with his wizard montages. Sky T is the best content creator so far. Haven't seen that. Interesting. Solo Barb is fun if you're not running gear. I love Solo Barb. Solo Barb, high roller Solo Barb was super fun. You have to be very careful, but it was very fun.
Yeah, not bad. Hard talk about stats. Sure what that means.
Maybe we do a stat breakdown in a future episode. Probably a good idea after the playtest. Obviously, next week's podcast, we'll just talk about how this playtest went. We'll go over cool moments, how the changes felt, shit like that.
Right.
That's amazing that the patch notes dropped right as we were starting this. That timing is
super off. I thought that would have been sooner. But...
Yeah.
Yeah, second you deafened up, I saw someone said announcements, all caps. What do you know?
Alpha Callisti says fighter better than Barb is the sad truth.
All these Barb haters.
Yeah, a lot of Barb haters. The thing I like about fighters, they can use spears. I think the spear is the best weapon in the game. That's why I am going to farm spears and good crossbows. And once I have some really good items and good gear, I will make a fighter. But I don't want to play a fighter without good gear. So I'm going to wait until I actually farm loot to make a fighter.
Right.
I think
people love the spear bow fighter.
Yeah, I mean, bows are going to be better overall. But if you want to take the Weapon Master perk, obviously. I think a good crossbow is fine. It's A tier to a longbow's S tier probably, but I would rather use a different perk than Weapon Master and just rock a spear and a crossbow. And maybe some throwing axes or something like that.
Spear bow might as well be a ranger, yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just a ranger with a sprint at that point, you know? Let's see here. Take Home, he says, I'll be offering middleman services for people wanting to transfer gear. What a nice guy.
There you go.
What a nice guy.
Got a question for the podcast. Where's Donnie?
You know, Donnie Donnie fucked up. We should all shame him viciously. I guess he just didn't set an alarm. Very bad form. But that's okay. We can forgive him this one time.
He's
This
just
once.
in an invis pot.
Exactly.
He's just hiding out.
Yeah, he's hiding and watching from the shadows. But yeah, we're assuming he just didn't wake up. Not that he died, but he just didn't set an alarm. Yeah, he fucking died. Downey died. Yeah, he's just a no-show tonight. That's all right. He'll probably wake up in a few hours and profusely apologize in Discord. And he should.
Right.
And he should. Let's see here. How can you not wake up 15 times and need an alarm? Who actually sleeping right now? I know. How could anyone be sleeping knowing this shit's about to kick off in less than a half hour? At the time, an hour and a half. It's all right, though. Anyone else having Christmas vibes? A bit. A bit of Christmas vibes, for sure.
We're going to unwrap our present in 27 minutes.
Much excite. I'm
What
still
perks
curious.
got buffed?
Yeah, I'm very curious to know too. What do you think? What perks do you
Pickpocket
think?
got buffed.
You think so?
100%. How can it not?
What perks do you think need a buff?
Some of the wizard perks are just actually useless.
Yeah. Let's see here. Reactive shield or ice shield. Do you think those will get buffed at all? Does anyone actually run those?
Probably. I've seen some, but it's kind of a waste of a slot, in my opinion.
I feel like there's some musts. Like you have to have quick chant, right? For sure.
Yeah. Quick chant, fire, arcane mastery. You have to have them. You
Arcane
can
mastery,
flex
fire
one
mastery.
slot, but
So quick
Yeah.
chant, fire mastery, arcane mastery, and then what's the last one?
I think sage. I think sage is the best fourth perk.
Knowledge by 10%. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Barbarian perks.
You think the hide perk got buffed? Ooh. The 10-step perk? Yeah, probably. You'd think, right?
What, just more steps outright?
More steps or something, yeah.
From 10 to 20 maybe? 10 to 15?
What if they get rid of the must crouch or shift walk? I don't know, they might.
Hmm.
See, it might be a little strong though. Still 10 steps, but you can run full speed.
I think,
Maybe.
I think you'd have to still crouch or slow walk.
It might be a little strong.
Yeah. Hmm. Interesting.
Could be a rework, not just more steps. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Any final comments or questions before we wrap up this episode? Will adding VoIP to the game make it toxic? I don't think so. I think there's always going to be dumb little kids that say edgy shit online, no matter what. That's just always going to be the case. But I think just like with Tarkov, adding it will add a new element of fun and weirdness and wackiness and new abilities to team up with folks that you never would have before, new ways to cooperate and collaborate with people in game. Excuse me, in game, which I think is great. Excuse me. And if someone is a cunt, just mute it. I'm sure there will be a hotkey that you can hit to turn it on or off. They should.
Yeah,
They
they
should
won't
have
have
a hotkey, which is great. But no, I think it's a good thing. You said you're just going to turn it off outright, right?
I'll probably leave it on for the first game, but yeah.
Are you expecting a lot of edgelords, or do you think it's going to be?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I'm guessing 5 games till I get a gamer word. First 5 games guaranteed.
We need to quit calling them
So-
gamer words. They are not gamer words. They're just stupid words. Gamers do not need to be lumped into that shit. Fuck that.
They better have open mic, and they better have like the after death where your mic stays on for like 2 seconds, 3 seconds. From Call of Duty, you know? They have to have that stuff. Hard requirement. I'm trying to hear someone slam their desk while they're flopping dead to the ground, you know?
Yeah, that is hilarious. Yeah.
Mic cuts off.
Exactly. It ain't a game word, it's a dipshit word. Agreed. Yeah, just 2 extra seconds after death. Just give me 2 extra seconds, man. Oh, it's so funny. That's great.
I want the open mic though. Someone's gonna be like hiding in a corner, you know, with the torches turned off. You're gonna hear like their TV going on, dog barking, girlfriend complaining.
Mom
Just
bitching at the
they
kid to
think
take
they're
the trash out. Yeah.
Yeah, they think they're totally invisible, but they're just hot micing like crazy. That'd be so funny.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be good. Well, Mr. JayGriffYuh,
Yep.
the time has come. We're 22 minutes out. We did our first successful episode as a 2-piece. Fuck you, Donnie. And it was a fun one. It was a good one. I'm very happy that we were able to go over the patch notes and some of the cool stuff that we heard about in the interview.
Yep.
Interviews, rather. There was more than one. And I want to say the interview that I watched was with One Peg and Sacriel. So thank you, One Peg, and thank you, Sacriel, for putting on the interview. That was great. The community appreciates you for doing that. Next week, we will be live again with the podcast. I'm assuming Donnie will join. We'll see. We'll shame him into joining. And that means we'll have to take a short break from playing. How do you feel about that?
We probably shouldn't.
Wow.
Just being honest.
Wow.
Just being honest, bro. What if last day leaderboard, man? We're pushing it.
I mean, we could do it while we just keep playing. Maybe we could just play as a trio that hour and then just do the podcast as we play. Just give our thoughts on it. Why not? That could be fun. We'll figure it out. We'll talk in Discord. We'll figure it out. But yeah, folks, thank you so much for watching The Darkest Hour, Episode 3, a Dark and Darker podcast. We will toss this up on YouTube. You can watch the VOD, all that shit. And of course, be sure to watch Jay and I stream the game for the next week. Jay is going to go for that #1 ranked wizard in the world achievement again. And I'll never be #1 at anything in a video game. So I'm just going to have fun and meme and dick around and fuck with people as a rogue, as Smeagol. And I'm just going to enjoy myself like that while I watch Jay climb the leaderboard. It's going to be great. You guys are great.
Rogue X going in.
Smeagol Rogue, dude. It's going to be fun. You guys are beautiful. Jay, you look great. I love the outfit. You look magical, sir. We'll see you guys next Sunday for episode 4. Enjoy the playtest, everybody. Enjoy, Jay.
Thank you. Later, Soma. Good luck, man.
All right, you too. Cheers.
See ya.